fuck yes, we are going to talk about this. So apparently, once again, PussyVice cannot get over the fact that Nintendo has been getting a lot more units of the Nintendo Switch sold on the market. To the point where now they want to have it so that these guys will give PussyVice their way, to the point where Nintendo Switch production will be halted and it will not be allowed to sell in the US anymore. So, there you go, PussyVice. Oh, I kind of spoiled that for you already. Oh, now they disabled comments and ratings on older videos. Somehow I feel like that they knew that people were gonna go on their comment section, they're gonna go on their videos, leave dislikes, go on the videos comments section, and leave so many negative comments. But once again, today, PussyVice, you have proven that you could dish out backlash, but you can't take it. People are going to now start taking the measures that you probably would not want to get yourself into. Now, I do not condone this type of action, but I get it. Unfortunately, I feel like people are probably gonna resort to doxing the company. What can I say? I can't just state what could happen. I mean, it's not that you can't handle the backlash, because of course you really can't handle backlash. I mean, this is proving it. And see, this thing, you're showing that you really don't care. Because if you do get doxxed, people are gonna start attacking the little guy, the employees on the production line, the employees that are doing all that maintenance duty to fix machines whenever a machine is broken. Those are the people that are gonna receive the death threats. People may threaten the analysts, but it's gonna be the people below, on the bottom of the pyramid, that are gonna get the brute force of it. People are probably gonna end up leaving if they get targeted. You just put your employees on the target. The regular working employee that ain't making a lot of money, and then while the big CEO and all the people in the corporate office have all this money, they can sit in their mansions and they can just laugh at everyone and everything about how you feel like your whole plan is gonna succeed. Now, let's put it this way, and I don't know if I said this before. I am still half asleep. You'd piss off more people. No one at this point right now, because of how you are handling the backlash, which let's be honest, is very unprofessional. It's unacceptable because you're letting people, because, oh, people are saying mean things to us. People don't like the way we handle false patents. Well, people don't like false patent infringement claims. People don't like that we want more money, so we gotta screen and disable comments and ratings. That'll get them. No, it won't. It's like I said, you may start losing a lot of people. You may have people now. You may have people protesting and outside your corporate offices and your factories, which honestly that would be a little more better than threatening your employees, but still people would probably block all the entrances. They wouldn't give a fuck about what your security guards do. There'd be more, they'd probably be completely outnumbered. What you gonna do? You're gonna get some cops involved? I mean, they're not doing anything wrong besides expressing their freedom of expression, their freedom of speech. That in itself, and see, what you really are doing is you're infringing on people's rights to free speech and freedom of expression. And say if you start taking down news articles that are covering this whole situation, then you'd be completely violating the First Amendment because it promises freedom of speech, expression, and the press. And that would just prove that you are not true Americans. You are pro-Soviet all the way. Or, well, of course the Nazis didn't really like free speech either. Might as well start calling you PussyVice. But no, you're still pussies though. You're not at the Nazi levels yet. You're not at Soviet levels yet. Because they haven't, let's be honest, they haven't flagged my videos, they haven't censored articles, they haven't censored anybody yet about it. Besides the ratings and comments on their own videos, but the minute they start taking that shit to other people and flagging other people's videos and again censoring articles, then they would just piss off more people. But I hope, let's just, on a final note, I hope this was worth it, GameVice, PussyVice. I hope it was worth the fact that you may end up having to close up shop, which honestly would be the best thing for them, right? Well, for you guys to have happen to you right now, because your sales numbers ain't gonna go up if you do get your way. Sure, it's gonna hurt your sales numbers, because Nintendo has a much more higher customer base, unlike you fuckers. You only really appeal to iOS users. I mean, you got people now. You got Samsung. Well, you now. Well, yeah, you now do Samsung phones, which you're very late on that shit too. But you know, I don't know what the fuck am I saying. You don't care about what I'm telling you. You don't care that you put people at risk. You put, well, people, by, again, people, I mean, like, your employees. Which, honestly, for them, they feel like they're getting harassed by people who don't like you guys, that they'll just end up quitting, so that way the harassment would end up stopping. I mean, even then, sometimes it won't even stop after that. Because some people have that guilty for by association, even if they don't associate with you anymore. But yep, once again, let that sink in. All this, because of this, was for a product you aren't even selling anymore. You haven't made a wiki pad since 2013. Now it's 2018, 5 years too late. That in the tech world, again, as Rich of Review Tech USA said, agree with him or not, that's like, well, let's be honest, he was right about what he said. 5 years is like 50 years in the tech industry. So even if they did come out with another wiki pad, it would be like, to them, it would be like 50 years old. Be 50 years old. Yeah, I kind of proved that I can't really, I'm still half asleep. Probably might end up going back to bed the minute I post this. Yep. I hope it was worth, again, I hope this was all worth it. Because the backlash is now going to possibly resort to action that will affect anybody who works for you. And for companies like Sega, SNK, Capcom, Square Enix, Bethesda, I do believe Rockstar was helping out with, oh yeah, they developed LA Noire. Bandai Namco, you all need to pull compatibility from GameVice. I don't know if you could be able to pull it, but if you are able to pull the compatibility to the point where where people who have a GameVice or PussyVice controller would not be able to play the thing anymore, go ahead. They deserve it. And the day PussyVice decides to say, you know what, fuck it, it's not helping us, we're still losing money, people are threatening our employees and our employees are leaving, and no one wants to stay anymore because people are talking about our current employees, and no one wants to apply to work here. Now we even got people on the corporate level starting to say that they don't even want to be around us anymore because they're getting their lives threatened. That it's not worth staying open. It's not worth being in business. Let's just close up shop, which at the end of the day, if they were to close up shop, that would still be the most cowardly thing they would ever do. Because, let's put it that way, I mean, they cause backlash. I mean, yeah, the employees leaving and corporate level people leaving would hurt them, but at the end of the day, that would still be the most cowardly thing that they would do, is say that fuck it, or closing up shop. But at the end of the day, again, it's still also the best for them to. It'd be the best thing for them to do. So, see you around, PussyVice. The next thing, and if you do get your way, bet your ass I'll cover that shit too.